How many of you clicked on an ad today? This week? Ever? This is the Facebook paradox. People, marketers especially, love Facebook for engagement because 1 out of every 6 person on this planet uses Facebook. And it has a near zero cost to engage them. But marketer hates Facebook ad because it has a near zero return on investment. How near zero is this return? If I pay good money to show ads to 800 people here, 2 of you will click on it. No, 4. 4 of you will click on it. So I'm going to double that for Facebook. This is the problem. We want to use Facebook for marketing, but we can't. We are QSearch, big data analytic for Facebook. We want to make social media useful. Our product is powerless. Google AdWords for Facebook. This allows us to do something really, really great. Precision targeting of message. This is the Google's click-through rate for the world, 0.5%. We are that thin blue line all the way across to 7.32. That's us. We can do this because of our big data analytic power. And here's the funny part. We actually use the Facebook's ad manager platform to place our ad. We work completely through and with the Facebook system. This is how we do it. Facebook target you for an ad based on your demographic, what your friends like. We don't do any of that. We look at actual behavior, what you really want to be engaged in. If you you consistently comment on an ad about beer, share a beer ad, beer comment, beer brewing recipe, we're going to show you a picture of it. We're going to show you an ad of a beer because you have identified to us through your action, you like beer. This doesn't work for cute cat pictures. That's why we don't take any advertisement from cute cat picture advertisers. If you look at this picture, this is tell a very interesting lesson. These are 3 business cases we did for our client. The left pink column are the client's original ad performance. The one in the middle, the green one, is the Facebook benchmark click-through rate for that particular industry. The blue one on the right, that's what we did when we took the same ad, spent the same amount of money, and got a very different result. QSearch helped your message find your audience. And for the marketer in the crowd, please don't spend time fixing the last propositional phrase on your ad pitch. Just use QSearch. We can help you reach more audience. Because if you look at the very last business case, this customer already had twice more effective ads than Facebook, and we increased it by 10%. If content is king, QSearch is King Kong. Some of our clients, we work with clients, we have 2 models. First one, we work with clients who really want to get their message right out. Small business, startup. 2 startups here actually use our services. We also work with large enterprise who have a lot of money. We work with the premium HR portal in Taiwan, the Quadruple One. And we also work with PyCon and RubyCon, 2 of the well-known tech conferences. This year for PyCon, we sold an extra 262 tickets. We increased their ticket sale by 165%. For RubyCon this year, we tripled their attendance. When you find the right audience, you don't have to have the perfect message. We are a fairly young company. We are 5 months old, and we are doing pretty well. The first 3 months, we use our technology and our service to sell to small enterprises to get experience to understand the market. Month 4, we started with enterprise sales, and as you can see, enterprise sale bring in a lot of money. We're starting to see some of the money this month. The problem is to take forever. We have 2 models, B2B. We place a campaign for clients directly on Facebook for them. So we do the audience profiling and we take the risk of the bidding. Or we do B2B2B where we sell through media agency that they sell their client to us. Our team is centered around Elliot. He is a Facebook hackathon winner in Taiwan. When he's not busy, he searches for submarine through oceanic data. The rest of the team just builds around him. We're targeting Southeast Asia because we have a huge Facebook engagement, but very small ad spending. Asia will be the fastest growing ad market for Facebook, and followed by South America. It will grow to 11 billion in 5 years. We want to be there to catch some of that growth. We are QSearch. We want to make social media useful. If you drop by our booth at S6, we have a free personal search engine for you so you can search your own post on Facebook. We are looking for a media agency to work with us to dominate the world. Thank you. We're QSearch.
Thank you, Roger. Judges, to you.
Can you differentiate between ad profiling based on the Facebook profile and then your intent? The beer example. So what could I get through QSearch?
Thank you for the setup. That's a great softball question. Facebook target user through primarily demographics. You're 35 years old, you follow sports team, you must like beer, because most 35-year-old male who follow a sports team like beer. Generalization, not very accurate, very useful back in the old broadcasting age. They haven't made that transition. Second one, your social group, all your friends drink beer. You probably like beer too. Another generalization, more accurate because you can cross-check.
The Facebook part's clear.
Yeah.
Where's QSearch come in?
We look at the actual content on Facebook. We look at this guy, you have been sharing, discussing, and reposting content about beer consistently for a while. You probably like beer. That's a guess backed up by behavioral pattern throughout time. That's what we do. We look at the behavioral pattern. So we don't have a profile for a given user. Once we get a message, we start looking for the behavior cues.
You mentioned that your technology doesn't really work for cat video. So I'm curious as to what product or service categories work the best for your technology, and what's the gap between effective and not so effective?
Sure. We have had click-through rate around 40%. That's a extreme cases. That's a very focused technology conference where we actually know very well the behavior, the content interaction, even the kind of question people ask. Very specific. So the more a brand manager or a marketer know about their audience, we can amplify that. The less they know, we can't. We have one very poor experience when the customer didn't have a clear business objective. We could not get even through reoptimization, we can only get 2 to 3% CTR rate. That for us, even at 6 times better than Facebook, that's a really bad stat for us because we're used to much higher.
2 questions. Which type of the advertiser do you assume for its sales? 2 questions. Do you want to go global? Yes, so which market do you want to penetrate? And also order of the priority.
Yes. The market, Southeast Asia is our first priority. Asia is our first priority because of the huge engagement. We are crazy about Facebook in Asia, but the ad spending is so low. That's the greatest growth potential. When China opens up, that's another one, depending on how you feel about the politics. But China has 95 million users already, even though it's only legal in 25 miles around Shanghai. So that's a trend, and we see that as a growth. Second one, South America. They had the same behavior, huge user base, huge user engagement, very little spending. Ultimately, we want to go into America later, but it's a very crowded market, and we are not confident at this point we can tackle America. Asia, yes. South America, Hardless. Edgar?
Thank you, Roger. And thank you, judges.